Here are some of the most shocking fouls in the history of football. Kicking things off, a Greek footballer managed to send his adversary directly to the dentist during a PSV versus AZ clash in the Eredivisie. In the dying moments of the match, he elbowed his opponent in the face with such force that 2 teeth were knocked out. Fortunately, the injured player had his teeth repaired and was able to flash a smile again the following week. However, Djibril Cissé wasn't as fortunate, suffering not 1, but 2 leg breaks. His first major injury occurred in 2004 during a match for Liverpool against Blackburn Rovers, sidelining him for 10 months. Attempting a return to the field, Cissé faced an even grimmer fate 2 years later on June 7, 2006, in a friendly match between France and China just before the World Cup. Only 10 minutes in, the 24-year-old forward was destabilized by a defender's challenge, causing his leg to twist unnaturally beneath him, necessitating his removal from the pitch. Miraculously, Cissé made a swift recovery, returning to play just 4 months later and subsequently signing with Marseille. However, he's not the sole French national to encounter difficulties while representing his country. Fortunately, Griezmann was able to play on, albeit with a headband, and later required stitches for his injuries, which included some severe bruises. Yet, even more agonizing is being brought down by a teammate, leading to injuries for both involved. Recklessness on the field knows no bounds, as seen in the case of number 14. Overeem's encounter with RO for Sean led to Soumani needing ankle surgery, a setback that altered his trajectory at Ajax permanently. On the more recent front, an incident on March 22, 2023, during a match between Manchester United and Southampton saw an aggressive play just past the 30-minute mark with the score still at 0. Southampton's aggressive push resulted in a controversial play back to Alars, culminating in a foul on Casemiro. Initially deemed minor by the referee, a review via VAR revealed the play's egregious nature. This led to Casemiro's immediate ejection from the game and a subsequent 4-match suspension for the foul. This subsequent player deserves a lifetime ban. A red card is issued immediately. Observe, the player was entirely focused on the ball and unwittingly drove his cleats directly into the face of his opponent. Fortunately, Mohamed escaped injury, but Rabata was relegated to viewing the remainder of the match from the locker room, similar to this individual. Charging forward, he propelled his opponent through the air. Reaching this point, we've entered the realm of the top 10 most egregious fouls in football history, with the worst 3 yet to come. Initiating this list is an infraction by Axel Witsel, so severe it nearly ended his professional career. In 2009, a youthful Witsel was showcasing his talent at a modest Belgian club, standing out as a key figure in the nation's golden era alongside stars like Hazard, Lukaku, and De Bruyne. His remarkable abilities caught the eye of major European clubs, eager for his signature after he netted 11 goals and provided 3 assists in 41 matches that season. However, the promising trajectory of the 20-year-old midfielder took a dark turn during a match against Anderlecht, where he committed a dreadful foul, resulting in a broken leg for his adversary and earning Witsel a direct red card. Rather than expressing regret or issuing an apology, Witsel contested the decision and adamantly remained on the pitch, insisting the act was unintentional. Nonetheless, the outcry from opposing supporters was immediate, leading to Witsel facing a barrage of death threats over the ensuing months. The true casualty of this incident, Marcin Wasilewski, suffered a doubly fractured leg, sidelining him from football for more than a year. Even now, Wasilewski bears the physical reminders of that day: a significant scar, 9 screws, and a metal plate embedded in his calf. I'm relieved the following player isn't confined to crutches. Sunday league matches can be harsh, notably the one ranked 8th. Fortunately, he avoided a hospital visit, unlike a certain Czech goalkeeper. In the 2022 Europa League match between Rangers and Slavia Prague, what appeared to be a straightforward win for the Polish squad turned catastrophic. Goalkeeper Andre Kolar sustained a severe forehead laceration, a skull injury, necessitating the use of a facial mask for an extended period, and he'll bear a significant scar on his face for life. On the topic of scars, my all-time favorite player from Bayern had a stint with Fiorentina between 2019 and 2021. You'd assume a seasoned pro like Ribéry would have his temper in check, wouldn't you? Yet he received a direct red card. Thankfully, no one was harmed, a stark contrast to the incident ranked 5th. That goalkeeper couldn't continue the match and was left with significant facial marks. Fortunately, he wasn't rendered unconscious during play. On October 1st, 2023, in a match between RKC and Ajax, the latter, having faced their worst season start, met what was considered a less challenging team. Despite this, they failed to score. Fans expressed their frustration, demanding the resignation of the board of directors. However, the most distressing moment was yet to unfold. In the 83rd minute, Brian Brobby collided with Chinanu Onuaku, leading to Onuaku losing consciousness for a brief period. The medical team rushed to his aid as players shielded the scene from the audience's view. The crowd was silent, teammates were in disbelief, and Brobby was overwhelmed with remorse, resulting in the match's suspension. Fortunately, Onuaku soon came to and is currently on the mend. Thus, we arrive at the 3 most appalling fouls in the annals of football history. The third spot takes us back to February 23, 2008, during a match between Birmingham and Arsenal. With Arsenal leading the league and Birmingham battling relegation, the stakes were immensely high for both sides. However, just 3 minutes into the match, a catastrophic event unfolded for midfielder Eduardo. Martin Taylor's high-stakes tackle on the 24-year-old forward, studs first, led to a distressing spectacle on the field that day. The severity of the incident was such that television broadcasts refrained from replaying the footage. Arsenal's squad was incensed, and Wenger was in disbelief over the occurrence. Taylor was expelled from the game and faced a 3-game suspension, while Eduardo had to undergo an operation to implant a metal plate and 2 pins to stabilize his bone. Unfortunately, Eduardo could never return to his previous form, though he was spared the agony of walking with pain, a fate not shared by David Busst. David Busst, the English defender for Coventry City, experienced what is arguably the most gruesome injury in Premier League history on April 8, 1996, in a match against Manchester United. In an attempt to play the ball, Busst found himself in a collision with United's Brian McClare and Dennis Irwin following a corner kick. The severity of the injury was immediately apparent. A shattered leg marked the start of a long and hopeful recovery process. Busst expressed his gratitude from a Manchester hospital for the overwhelming support he received. "I'd just like to thank all the people who've supported me, sent letters, cards, all the people in Ireland, all over the country, all football teams, Coventry people, and, Manchester United supported as well. They've sent me literally hundreds and hundreds, all wishing me back playing at Old Trafford, and told me what a good reception I'll get there. So I'd just like to say a special thank you to all those people that have sent the cards and everyone in general who sent me." Despite his optimism and the support of many, after 23 surgeries, medical professionals concluded that Busst would never again play professional football. Do you think these players should have gotten banned? Let us know in the comments below, and let us know about some other horrendous fouls committed by players.